Say, hit my first stank in front of Fred's feet. That smoke got me right like some Fred's feet. Shot my first out behind that Fred's feet. Shot it out twice by that Fred's feet. Red and blue lights light up Fred's feet. On the radar trip, Fred's feet. Walk by nigga, eat Fred's feet. In the hood, foreign whip, I shot up Fred's feet. They can't believe it. Boy, put a finger in front of that Fred's feet. Wow, I know you see it. And my bitch got that ass, so I'm trying to squeeze it. About my business, I tell my business, we don't speak it. Back street, creeping, left from leaking, bitch, no, too bad. There's the bitch got by. Oh, I showed my first time. All my peers was in class. I was trying to.
Yo. Are we on? Shelby, thank you for the like.
Erupted eyes. Since then ain't been the same. God forgive me when it's time. 5 to 9 or that 9 to 5 around the clock. The grind will never stop. Better focus on what? Cannot waste no time. Hit my first stank in front of Fred's feet. That smoke got me right like some Fred's feet. Shot my first out behind that Fred's feet. Shot it out twice by that Fred's feet. Red and blue.
Yo. How are we doing? This is 210 Live. Hopefully everybody is having a good 4th of July week, whatever. It's like I guess it'll be a three-day weekend for you people that have a regular job, I guess. And what are we doing? What do you usually do on 4th of July? Most people, they barbecue, they wear red, white, and blue, try to be patriotic and shit, but really most people can care less. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. Everybody all of a sudden cares about what's going on in this world. This world is really, really wild, especially the US of America, especially the United States of America. We are wild. We are a bunch of crazy people, and that's for real. Speaking of for real, I'm going to play some AMB EZ for real. Right now, earlier, or to begin this episode, I was listening to some Nawf West Ryda, and all this music I do not own. Of course, all the artists, they own all the rights. I'm strictly just using this for entertainment purposes, to help them market, promote, and just give you some good music to listen to. All right. AMB EZ. I didn't know the rest of this music, but I do very much support it. Here we go. For real.
It ain't nothing. Now we counting money like all day. I got that shit. Yeah. I'ma throw this money like Stephen Clay. Ooh, that 3-point shot of food. I'ma get it back anyway. I like my nigga stupid shit. I'm on the almost for real. I can live with a God's grace. Trying to see something for real. Let's get it on my face. I'm just here to get it. See it on your face. Wanna see it for real. I can count money all day. Hey, work that ass. Let me see you work that ass. 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 On the channel for 2 days, I do not know what is the motive. And that's why I stayed in that crack as a real till I see the sun in the morning. Start from the hole to the focus and these and the rest on the floor, but you do not know boat. I know I my wrist and that pot every fucking I
Young to the youngin. Right there, that is a Tone City icon, a young legend that was, of course, taken away too soon. And it's a lot of things. A lot of people are going through a bunch of hurt, a bunch of pain. Dealing with cope, dealing with loss. And unfortunately, it is what it is and it ain't what it ain't. 210 Live, this is where, of course, we showcase artists from and around the city of San Antonio. Um, let them know that they are very much appreciated. Uh, Here on this podcast, what we do is we just give you your flowers now. We figure we give you your flowers now. Let these people know that they are very much appreciated. And as a podcaster, you always want to have guests that will bring in an audience. And this month or this season, excuse me, this season, it's like we want to have guests. We have yet to have a guest on this season. Um, this is season 3, episode 10, and we will have some guests here live in the Bone Zone with Big Sam Heard, Arion podcast. I promise you that. Let's get another song again. Toxic Drink. And this is by a gentleman by the name of Kingsann. 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 Here we go.
Kingsann chapters.
Say 90.
Toxic in my dream, galaxy for the house. Welcome to the town, making love in this house. Welcome to the place, you gotta stop on the town. Nobody had a vision and you know it's about. Glad that you down, cause you know it's the way. Wanna feel love, I don't wanna fly. Buzz again, love.
Arion. Arion Johnson.
Freedom on the bottom and your soul is king. Greatness overcomes and despicable things. Depression dies down when you lay with me. Nothing in the past can play with the future. Feeling so good while I sip on this drink. So many feelings, I don't wanna go to sleep. Feeling so good while I sip.
Whoever's at your right now, thank you very much. This is Arion Podcast. We're not doing a damn thing. Hopefully you guys are staying productive. Or maybe you're not doing a damn thing either. If you are, just enjoy. You deserve it.
Damn, baby girl, we don't leave me alone. I'm lost in my word, the shot of my guns. It's my world, now it's strong for the ones, go alone, love. Show me all your feelings. Shot for the ones, go alone, love, and show me all your feelings.
I don't know what they be putting in this hemp, but yeah. All right. So 4th of July, it's like, well, it's not like it is. It is the independence, this and that of America. But it's weird because I was reading a little bit of stuff, not too much, because I never went to history class. That was like history was always like one of my first classes, like in the day in school, either like first or second period. So I would always like sleep during those classes. But I think if I had history, maybe like later after lunch or some shit, then maybe I would have paid attention to a little more about history, about geography, all that stuff, U.S. history, whatever. But it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. We are here, city of San Antonio, Texas. We are known for the Alamo and the river walk. We're known for San Antonio Spurs. Yes, we are known for San Antonio Spurs. And what is another thing we're known for? Food-wise, what is San Antonio known for? What, barbacoa and Big Red, right? I know a lot of people they use that San Antonio barbacoa, Big Red. You think tacos, Riverwalk, and yeah, our city is nice. This is the only city that I ever lived in, so I really don't know much. It can actually be a shitty city, and I don't know. This is all I know. I'm immune to it. So I guess if I ever go anywhere else in this world, or hell, let me go to another city first of all, and go stay in another city for a little bit, and then I'll get back to you. on that question about if San Antonio is actually a shitty city or it's a nice family town. Is San Antonio a nice family town? Um, Either way, I got the drip. I got the drip.
Pull up and make them nauseous. I got the drip. I got the drip. I got the drip. I got the drip. I've been going hard. I've been going hard. Yeah, I know I'm gotta wonder when I'm gonna stop. Oh my God, little peasant, I'm a king. Pulling up with my queen, money, great slingshot. Have you ever hit the scene? 300 degrees hot. 22 in my jeans. I thought they seem hot. 14 yacht just to leave the fiends out. You ain't part of my wave, and nigga, I mean not. Look, I got the drip.
I got the drip. Right. I got the drip. That is, of course, a little bit of Snoop 300. I didn't own any rights to any of this music that is being played. Of course, the music is owned by a specific artist, whatever artist I am listening to. It is their music. I did not own any rights to this music, but I do like to share it with you for entertainment purposes, also for educational purposes. Hell, and it's yeah. I so that for that one person who's watching, whether you're my mother or Shelby or Michaela, I love y'all very much. Hopefully, y'all are having a decent afternoon. You woke up. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. Remember, it could be a whole lot worse. Yes, most definitely. It can be a whole lot worse. It is I, Billy on the board, and you are now watching Ariana Podcast with the Big Sam Hurd. And thank you very much, Mr. Billy on the board. Thank you for showing up on this 210 Live 4th of July, 210 Live 4th of July edition. Yes, this is a 4th of July special edition. No, actually, there's nothing special about it. It's going to be just like all the other episodes where we really don't talk about a damn thing. And what is it that we usually talk about, Billy? Well, we talk about life, death, and everything else in between. Yes, most definitely. Here, live in the Bone Zone. You are now tuning in to Arion Podcast. Now I know why people don't listen. But for those that do, I love you. All right.
John, you go done. This head of mine be dealing with pressure, talking to God, but dreaming of stretch. 1 minute things good, the next minute things broken, but changing up in the hood for some pussy or some tokens. Trust none, I know it's good. Never show no emotions. Big truck with some dog tent, trying to get my licks in. Itching for the come up, so I'm.
That is Coast. I believe I am selling it right. I hope I am saying it right. You know, bunch of this music that I'm playing, there are of course artists that I would like to get here in the Bone Zone, or maybe already have had them as a guest here in the Bone Zone, and I'm continuing to still show them love. There's a bunch of other artists that I still have to add. There's still a bunch of frames that I have to make. But yeah, it is what it is. One day this room is going to be filled with artists either locally or, you know, they're Bone Thugs and Harmony related, or just miscellaneous. Miscellaneous. You're a fucking idiot, Steven. But for real though, we want to get on a bigger platform. We want to make sure that people know that this may be, you know, people may consider it like a small fry or a little podcast. They're like, oh yes, my little podcast. Like, you know, like I think it's a big deal. I love it. It's my thing. But for some people, they see it like a little podcast, so that's why I say it like that. Just like Little Yoda is the worst rapper in Texas. Okay, let's listen to a little bit more and Coast.
You talking, you like you red, but you shoot that in your pants. What people don't know is that pistol was shaking in your hands. Everybody hating on you. Problem at the problem, what is you gonna do? Should I grab the cake, go show them I'm the truth?
Yeah, we're here. We're on. I think we're on. Are we on? Are we on? Are we on, John? Of course, I didn't know the rights to this music. This is um, this is life. This is death. This is everything else in between. This is Ariane Podcast. Happy 4th of July to you folks. I sure hope you have a good one. Whatever you celebrate, whatever you think about, your beliefs, that's on you. You have your opinion, you do whatever the fuck you want. Just like I really don't give a damn if people don't really care about this podcast or really wanted to show me love and support me. It is what it is and it ain't what it ain't. All right. There's plenty of other content out there. Obviously, some people like to just watch stupid ass shit. I'm sorry if I'm not stupid ass shit. I may be stupid and I may be shit, but I am not stupid ass shit.
I remember 3 teams, 1 mongoose. We ain't ask no one for shit, we got our own food. We ain't ask no one for shit, we had our own traps. We ain't ask no one for sticks, we had our own straps. Pussy. And I know them boys was scared of us. Every time we came around that bitch, they disappeared or something. I guess they learned from Houdini now. All them niggas bitches be in my DM, they wanna see me, and I'm sorry.
All right. So we're still kind of practicing. Are we on? Are we on? Until we are actually on a bigger platform, we should probably go on TikTok right now too. But either way, on TikTok, it was weird. I got on TikTok and we got a little bit of people watching, like a little crowd or whatever the case may be, like 8 people. It was like 8 people, and I was like, hell, 8 is better than 0, and it's one of those things that it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. I know a lot of people, they always are like, oh yeah, I see you, but that's all they do, see me. You hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Are we on? Are we on? Are we on, John? So yeah. What do we do now? I guess just keep on trucking, keep on trucking, keep on trucking, and keep on fucking. You just have to think bigger than what some things are. Like I'm $150 wet, and my name is, I go by Big Sam Hurt. I am not big. That's just like, in the mind, your mind. You want your mind to be used, as much of the capacity of your brain. You want to use as much of it. You don't want to waste time. But what am I doing now? Am I wasting time with this whole Ariane podcast? Am I wasting time, just being here, somewhat limiting myself to a certain genre when it comes to like music? Like, I'm a huge Bone Thugs and Harmony fan. We made Live in the Bone Zone with Big Sam Hurt. That's pretty much like, they're like the Bone Zone. What the fuck is the Bone Zone? But I have to explain to people that, oh, it's because I'm a huge Bone Thugs and Harmony fan. Of course, there's more let's say, polished Bone Thugs and Harmony fans. Me, I love Bone Thugs and Harmony, but I can't necessarily purchase every single thing that they come out with. It's hard to, support every single one of their brands. It's really, it gets hard. It gets hard when you try to do something for yourself and build your own brand. The Big Sam Hurt brand, and that's not even like anything. Like, some people, they hear Big Sam and they think of whatever other Big Sams there are. They hear Sam Hurd and they might think that it's Sam Hurd, the football player. He was an ex-Cowboy. He actually went to high school here in the city of San Antonio. He was an Eagle for a bit. So Sam Hurd. That is the Herd, and that individual was a football player. He played for the Dallas Cowboys. And my pops, he a while back when I told him that I go by Big Sam Hurd, he was like, Big Sam Hurd, and like Sam Hurd, you know. And apparently Sam Hurd here is there's also an attorney, a lawyer, or whatnot, you know, Big Sam Hurd or something. And different name. I am Big Sam Hurd, Heard. Even if the name is spelled Hurd, Heard, or Hurd, Herd, like some people, they're like, "Oh, why is your name that?" We're like, "Oh, it's just name first word." Sam is my initials, Steve Anthony Monreal. Hurd is when you work in a kitchen, you know, in a restaurant, and they're calling. Let's say you have an expo, they're like, "Oh, Maria, your food is up," and you're like, "Maria Hurd." Sam, your food is up. Sam Hurd. It's just an acknowledgement that I heard you, that I hear you, like, you know, heard Sam Hurd. So I would say Sam Hurd, Sam Hurd, and it stayed like that. Like Sam Hurd, like a little holler, especially working on the Riverwalk where you see other people everywhere, other people you know that work at other restaurants, and you gotta holler something. So I would holler Sam Hurd. Few people I worked at Hard Rock Cafe added the Big Sam Hurd, so we made it like a bigger holler, Big Sam Hurd. Like either way, whatever. Big Sam Hurd, that is my name, I guess my stage name, a stage name of mine. Billy on the Board, of course, would be an alter ego, but the one that has to do the business part of Live in a Bone Zone, Big Sam Hurd, you know, Confessions on Commerce, whatever, Wake Up with SMS, Get Your Mind Right at Midnight, Wake Up with Big Sam Hurd, Boom at Noon, 210 Live, 210 Live, 210 Live. And whatever special guest show we have, you know, that's the mind, that's the whole Billy on the Board. On the board, it's of course what I'm doing right now on this little board. But even then, before that, it's just the one working the music, the one working the sound for you is on the board, and Billy is what we got. What we got. So we created Billy. I don't know why Billy, but Billy on the Board is the name we got. And yeah, Mother, I love you, of course, not just today, but every day. And yeah, family, friends, family, boneheads, bitches, bitch ass hoes, hoe ass bitches, and bitch ass bitches. Because yes, even a bitch can be a bitch's bitch. That don't even make sense. A bitch's bitch. I just want to be a bitch's bitch. No, I'm not gonna be anybody's bitch or hoe. I'm just a man. I'm just a fool, yo, sometimes. But we try to make it work. We try to do what we can. We try to make it good enough for you, good enough for somebody else's attention. I know sometimes we always look at what we do in life, and then we forget that we forget about all those other people that are looking at us because they either like what we do, they are just observing, they just want to see what I'm doing because maybe it is entertaining in a way where you can wake up and you can see, let's say, your son or your friend or your cousin or the person you love, you know, maybe I can make you laugh, maybe make you smile, make you just feel better about today. And yeah, that's one reason why we started this. And that's one reason why I'm going to continue to do this. So for those that don't know, pain is only temporary. And with that said, I'm going to play some little Yoda. I didn't own the rights to this music, but I do very much support it. Talk to him for a bit, Lil Yoda.
Temporary pain, yeah. I know how it feels to end up with a broken heart. Bruises ain't gon' heal, you leave with a couple scars. Temporary pain, yeah.
Cause I know how I feel to lose, you can't win. I'm hella confused, help me make it make sense. Yeah. Ay, that shit gon' come and it's gon' go. You bump your head 1,000 times before you wind up on the floor. Yeah, gotta keep it trucking till you find yourself, you know. Yeah, gotta keep swimming till you find yourself a boat. And then eventually you'll be up on the top somewhere. Instead of hustling and grinding on the block somewhere. The only mission was to get in and get out, but they just wanna fit in. I'll make them bitches sit out. Hey, ain't got time for the nonsense. A lot of people out here have a guilty conscience. You niggas ought to be shamed, talking down on my name, running back to these bitches and throwing thought on my game. Man, that shit gon' hurt you to the core. But when it's your own people, it hurts you even more. Yeah. Temporary pain, yeah. I know how it feels to end up with a broken heart. Bruises ain't gon' heal, you leave with a couple scars. Temporary pain, yeah.
All right. Shout out to Lil Yoda, man. He's amazing artist. That's crazy. The city of San Antonio is really doing its thing when it comes to music, when it comes to, setting, let's say, a new trend or whatnot. Um, and it's just fun to, let's say, to be a part of it as a podcaster. It is fun, but one day I will hope to do it as an artist as well. And I would hope that maybe these other artists will take me seriously when it comes to music, when it comes to what type of content is being put out as an artist, and not just rapping. You want to tell a story. You want to tell people that, yeah, things are hard, but we gotta maintain. We gotta still do our part. And for me, as a person, as a man, I have to actually do what I preach. And to anybody that's watching, just know that I love you guys. I most definitely do. This is why I do this, not for myself. It's for other people, because if I wanted to do this for myself, I wouldn't do a live. I would just video record it and just talk to myself, and then play it back and listen to myself. I like the interaction when it comes to the live. The live really sets the mode, sets the whole vibe of what is going on to that person that is watching. Like right now, it says there's one eye watching. So whoever it is, it could be somebody that I know personally, or like a friend, or that's why I say all that stuff in my little catchphrase type thing. And it's not even a catchphrase, it's more just like a intro, I guess. But either way, Arion podcast, I know I am not the most polished podcaster. I am not the most, let's say, financed podcast. Like I try to do everything, by myself. And of course, that's my fault. I started this, we changed it to what it is now. I moved myself out of that little closet room, and now we're in this whole room. I got a little ring light that makes me, a little brighter, or whatever the case may be. The Bone Zone is where we record. This is the Bone Zone here. It is in homage of Bone Thugs and Harmony. Whole reason why we want to do this now is to one day interview Bone Thugs and Harmony. We were blessed enough to have already, for any boneheads that listen, to had AC Killer here live in the Bone Zone with AC Killer. That was wild, yo. That was my most, that was right there something that I'm always going to be thankful for. So that's something that I'm always going to have in my books, and that's something that now for him, he didn't have to do that. None of these artists that get on as a guest have to do this. Of course not. I asked them because I really support them. I'm beginning to support them. You know, I like their music. I like their whole mentality as a person, as an individual. You know, and then you feel that vibe from a person that's, let's say, however many feet away. You know, we're still kind of going through COVID, really not. But I'm not saying for somebody to sit right fucking next to me. But right here, we could still have the mic, and you know, it's like sometimes it's really, really well. All the time so far, all of the guests, I think we had fun. I hope some of the guests that ever do watch this, if they do ever want to come back and just chop it up and just say fuck it, you know, we can plug into more than one platforms. If you want to plug into your platform, you could do that now because we're powered by StreamYard. Yes, being powered by StreamYard, it helps. Um, Also, I think I have another. I mean, this little thing that I have, it's all right. I can plug in another plugin, so that is for the guest on video, but that's for like their platform. You just plug in and you see what some shit. I have no fucking idea. We have yet to try it like that, but you know, so far it's just been me with the one plugin, and then I am live on YouTube, of course. Ariane podcast. If anybody that does watch these lives on Facebook and you have not yet subscribed to my Ariane podcast page, you should help me out. I'm barely at like 60 something viewers, subscribers. I mean, viewers, subscribers. I wish we can get to that many viewers, but we will. And it's one thing that we have to continue to just be patient. And trust the process is what they say, right? So we're going to continue to trust it. We let a little bit of some Nawf West Ryda play in the background. I know you didn't even hear
my mama smile. Big bro, almost home 18 years. Yeah, it's been a while since Big Bro seen my mama smile. Look, and we buried Howard Lee. I got a daughter, but her mama acting like she don't belong to me. I gotta keep my head up. I've been through so much and I'm getting fed up. My daughter just turned 11. I ain't seen her in the past 7. Her mama fraudulent as fuck. Puff after puff, trying to cope with this shit with my middle finger up. Fuck that spiteful ass bitch. Used to be my dog, you was in my left titty.
That's a little bit of Nawf West Ryda. I don't want to waste or take up too much of your day because, of course, it is the 4th of July. It's the 4th of July, right? So enjoy it, whether you are barbecuing at home, you're with your family, you're working, you're just scrolling through Facebook, you're just on Spotify listening. Whatever you do, thank you. And yes, I am going to bid you adieu. We are 2 after 30. So yeah, we're going to get off a little early, and that's about it. Right? I do want to thank y'all for listening, for watching, for supporting me. That's why these are public. So make sure that you do share them, whether you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, wherever, Spotify, Google Podcasts. We're out there. So I'm gonna actually play 2 more songs, a little bit of 2 more songs. One more Nawf West, Nawf West Ryda. Damn. Speaking of Nawf West Ryda, we participated in his giveaway, and we'll see. Hopefully, you know, we took home a W when it comes to that nice gift box that he put together. So we're gonna make sure that we keep him locked, play his stuff on our Ariane podcast, of course, and we just he has a big platform. But hey, not all of his listeners listen to me, not all my followers know who Nawf West Ryda is. My burden's weight. Numbers up, and always one way or another. So much medicine in my life. It used to be my dog, but she my shot and crossed the line. So nothing I can trust, keep it clutch when I slide. 2K21, fake love by no surprise. But still I rise in this game, no I can't quit. Took so many L's down bad, they still keep praying for a win before I lose my weed and click. And get about my
my body up that body, something spit. Damn, God have mercy on my soul. I'm battling my demons, my sorrows, no one knows. Bottled up my anger, tears on face, about to explode. No cruise control, feels like I'm in the collide along this road. I got so much.
Yeah. All right. So that's a little bit of that. That's a late night pain flow. Let's go to a gentleman. He you know, apparently he's in jail. That sucks though. I did have somebody on YouTube where I saw a comment on his YouTube, and yeah, so man, we still gotta show him some love, most definitely. So A1 the Don, man, he's a nice cat, man. I do gotta show him some love. Let's go, A1 the Don.
My pop keep on itching these
That's
haters,
love,
keep
yo.
wishing that I would be missing, but still in the kitchen. My pop keep on itching these haters, keep wishing, but I would be missing, but still in the kitchen. Now skip out the curb, skip from the curb. You know that I'm fly like a bird, fly like a bird. Yeah. Yeah, I'm hot like the moon, I'm hot like the sun. I told him my nigga, I'm gonna have fun, yeah. I'm hot like the moon.
Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all what, A1 the Don, he's a cool cat, man. So yes, free A1 the Don. Hopefully, when roads cross again, we can, we can get some A1, keeping it A1 with A1 the Don going. And there's a bunch of things, when you have, let's say, a product, or you have something that you are trying to sell, or you have something that you're trying to get people to listen, to follow you, to watch you, even if you don't watch the whole lives or whole episodes or whatever, though, it is nice to see that people do show me support and tag me in a few things that maybe are like podcast related and stuff, because it really does help me. It really boosts me, and it helps me. And I just want to help other people back. So that's the thing. So thank you. Bro. Shelby, baby, you okay? Yeah. All right. Finish with a deuce apple juice. For whoever's watching, thank you very much. This is some A1 the Don. I didn't know that that's his music, but I do very much support it. Here we go. Free A1 the Don.
Told me A1 getting, A1 keep spitting, my pop keep on itching these haters, keep wishing that I would be missing, but still in the kitchen. My pop keep on itching these haters, keep wishing that I would be missing, but still in the kitchen. Step off the curb, step in the curb. You know I'm fly, you fly like a bird, fly like a bird. My pop keep on itching these haters, keep wishing that I would be missing, but still in the kitchen. My pop keep on itching these haters, keep wishing, but I would be missing, but still in the kitchen. Step off the curb, step off the curb.
What if I can hear him cry at the other earphones? My son, one of them, Austin, his little crying. Get back to
I need me the truth and never the lie. I need me the truth and never the lies. Yeah. Gotta be open and follow your dream. Gotta stay focused and follow your dream. Fuck what they talk about, fuck what they mean. Fuck what they saying, yeah, fuck what they mean. Had to do it, yeah, shows around. Yeah, I had to know me now.
Yeah, but further, much love, y'all, to that gentleman, A1 the Don. We're gonna show him some love. I do gotta get back to seeing what's gonna happen. With what? With what? I don't know. Just with life. Gotta go get back to seeing what's gonna happen with life. Get back to that. That's right. Because we all have our own lives. We all have our own whatever we have. Maybe you think you don't have anything. You still have something. You're still fucking breathing. And a lot of things we go through. It's wild. Yeah, from one of my last, I think it was my last lives that I was on. We did Confessions on Commerce. Right. We did an episode. It was episode 5. I had a few people chopping it up with me, and my discussion was about the uh, overturn of Roe versus Wade, the for no more abortions, women and whatnot, right? So some people said some stuff, some people didn't, and I respected them. Like, and it's cool. You have to respect everybody's, let's say opinions. You don't really have to like deal with it. You don't have to deal with it, but in a way, you have to like, all right, whatever. That's your fucking opinion about this. Like until I don't know, change the story. Change the story. We're done with that one. And it's hard because yeah, so can't really do. It's hopefully one day we'll who knows what's gonna happen with that situation. You know, there's a lot of things we can do to prevent a bunch of things from happening, but at the end of the day, a lot of stuff are still gonna happen. Women are still gonna get hurt. Women are still gonna. Um, there's still gonna be a lot of stuff. All right, so just pray for your daughters, pray for your sisters, pray for your mothers, um, pray for just your friends that are females that are gonna one day go through a situation, and because of this overruling, it's gonna affect whether they live or they die, pretty much. Or let's say it's gonna affect if their baby lives or dies as well. Of course, now it's like pro-life, but it's really more than just that, you know. So yeah. Mavis, what do you think? Mavis is a cat, is the house cat. We should show Mavis, right? Let's see. We're gonna show you Mavis. Now the camera is on the wrong one. Yeah, wait. Mavis. Let's see. Oh, where'd she go? That means Steven, you're no good at this. All right. Well, that's why I'm not the cameraman. Whatever. Fuck off. That's why I'm not even the cameraman. Yes, I'm already saying fuck off, and it's barely Monday. Oh, it's Mark Out Monday. Damn, how did I totally forget about Mark Out Monday? Shit. All right, I was gonna hit you with the deuce apple juice, but we gotta talk about this. So, Mark Out Monday. Talk about wrestling for a bit, of course. Um, so AEW, they had a nice, decent pay per view with Forbidden Door, right? And then so WWE needed to respond with some type of buzz when it comes to their pay per view, which was Money in the Bank, and that happened this past Saturday in Las Vegas. You know, and it was on a Saturday because now they changed it from like being called a pay per view to a live premium event live on Peacock. I want to one day have like my little show on Peacock. I'd be like, not like a Peacock original or like a Netflix original. Maybe I wouldn't mind being a Netflix original, but it's not a Netflix original. It's it won't be an original unless they're the ones that created it. They didn't. So Netflix, we are most definitely, yeah. So Big Sam Heard Productions, some shit. It doesn't matter. We're gonna figure a way to make everything that we want to do come true, make happen. We're gonna continue to manifest everything, and we're gonna continue to. We need to really work out in the pantry. The pantry has been a place where I created, and I thought I was gonna be able to just start recording stuff, but it's not that easy to just, really. I need to start getting into writing again. Been way too long. But yeah, we said we're gonna go. Promise you we're gonna go. But yo, rest in peace to all those people that we lost recently. Bubba the Bandman, man, that's a hard one too. Like, it is crazy. Like, yeah, man, life is just wild. Cherish every single moment. Hell, it was I don't know if today or yesterday was Trey the Truth's birthday, but happy belated birthday to that gentleman. There's a lot of people that, man, we need to give them their flowers now because we never know what's gonna happen, uh, especially like in the streets. You know, when I say that in quotations, because you never know. It can happen in your own home. It can happen, in your own convenience store you go to, anywhere. And yeah, sad. I don't even want to.
Some know you know some things about me. Nobody really know,
That's a
huh?
little bit more of the younger the youngin, but it's hard for me to play um, this specific, some specific music because when you go back and listen to it, and then you think like, man, some of these rappers, they like you talk about gun violence and you talk about this and that, and that's how they pass away. It's hard. It is really hard. So that's one thing that I hope and pray that some of these artists um, can steer away from when it comes to creating their music. There's so much things in life we could talk about. Um, and I understand, like, yes, we're in Texas. Mostly everybody has a gun and this and that, but you don't have to, like, that doesn't have to be the main focus. Yes. Talk about a bunch of other things. Make a weed song, make a lean song, make it whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. Make a diss song. It doesn't matter. But for me, I think it's important. It's important because they talk about this, and that's what happens. But that's the music, I guess. I have no idea. I have no fucking idea, and it's scary. It's scary out there. So y'all be careful. And yeah, now we can go right. Yeah, we don't have any sponsors, so I can't really talk about any sponsors or anything like that. Um, but can I like do like my unofficial sponsor? This is for like my unofficial, my people I really wish. Of course, HEB, right? I love HEB. Nobody does more than my HEB. Here, everything's better. Thank you, Billy, on the board for that one. Yes, and of course, that's it. Coyote Express right here in my little corner store. Shout out to them on Commerce Street over here in the west side of San Antonio. Yes. No, but for real though, come stop by the Bone Zone with Big Sam Heard, Billy on the board, and Sir Smooth. He's been around, but he mainly does the maintenance now here. So that's all he really does. He gave me freeway on what we can say and what we can do. We don't have open contracts or there's this bunch of stuff. I don't really know. I need to start reading a bunch of that paperwork that he sent me, but it's like stacks and stacks and stacks of paperwork I have to read. I wish one day. But it's like you got to figure out what we're gonna do. Some SPM he got in to this playlist. I guess that that playlist I had is over now. But fuck it, right? Let's can we play some SPM real quick? Just real quick, please. I don't know. Yes, all right. Billy on the board. There you go. With Billy, talk to Billy on the board, okay? Yes, I didn't own the rights to this music, but I do very much support it. SPM in my hood.
For fiends and junkies, got more cheese than Chucky's and get my weed from Uglies. It's all love. Just by the pitbull puppies. It's guaranteed to
might get us blocked. It might get us blocked. All right, but let's hit you with the Deuce real quick. Yes, Deuce, apple juice. Fucking stupid ass. For the right person that is watching, I bet you think I'm an idiot, but it's okay. I'd rather be somebody I am than somebody I am not. Are we on? Are we on? Probably too much echo. Are we on, John? Are we on, John? Are we on, John? John, are you okay? Are you okay, Johnny? Johnny, are you okay? Are you okay, Johnny? Are we on, John? Yo. Anybody that ever wants to start up a little podcast, I recommend getting this little thing. You know, it's decent. Amazon, whatever. They should ask me to put a link in the thing. Be like, yes, make sure you put a link in the bio, in the description below. I'm like, oh God. No. I usually share shit on Facebook, whatever, and even on Spotify. Even if I leave the link on there, I don't think it gives you lets you actually click the link. Some shit. I don't know. You have to prove me wrong. But either way, we were listening to some local artists, and then SPM got in the mix because fuck it, he's SPM.
I come from the slums, Southside Houston. Changed to Houston, the day school moved on, and I miss
him. Yep. Wish I could hug and kiss him. Right. From the tone, yeah, they know not too far from the Alamo. Right. Serve that shit up a la mode, and they like a la mode. Boy, he's on the road, never been on the road. Right. Sometimes I feel like I'm swinging on the road. Fucking idiot. Swinging. Yes. Just like Georgia the Jungle, motherfucker. Right. Just swinging through these vines because I'm one of a kind when it comes to the motherfucking fact. Because everybody knows the matter. They hit you with the. Steven. Yes. All right. So Steven gets a little carried away. Steven. He is the sixth one of all of us, and Steven is like, I have no idea. I don't want any backlash on this when it comes to Steven. No, we don't. No. All right, so we're gonna press end, and then yeah, we're out of here. Bye. Holla at your boy, Steven.